The second set of items is quite similar, but actually I got this one from a shopping channel, Gemporia TV. And I was interested in this one because although Gemporia presents itself as a channel which is essentially about collecting gemstones and buying jewellery, it's branched out recently into more lifestyle items, and one of these struck me because it has some kind of quasi-magical branding. The channel's been very, very careful, as you can see here in this cover for the box in which the items came, not to suggest specific magical traditions. So they're not branding themselves as being a pagan or Wiccan or witchcraft related channel. That might presumably offend some of their viewers. They're a global channel, and I can imagine the American market in particular be very much split by this kind of branding. So what they've done is design something which is suggestive of a magical kind of perhaps a horoscope wheel or something like that, perhaps a tarot card, and has the idea of gems as seen here as part of it. Perhaps it also includes the notion of rings and pendants and the sort of designs that they execute in precious metals in order to hold the gems. You can see this is perhaps a design for a ring in some ways. But none of those things are actually going on in this box. There is a gemstone of a sort, but that isn't the main purpose of this item. What we have here is a series they've designed called Gem Auras. Love and Relationships Intentions candle set in this case. You can see it's related back to the last item that I looked at, the publicity materials for the film The Love Witch. This one has a candle, but it also contains a rose quartz bracelet with charm and palm stone. Fragrance with blossom, as it says, and 100% soy wax. So what they're doing here is taking the idea of a gem, a crystal, and the idea that these were used in magic from the Renaissance period onwards and were thought to be special in various ways and to impart certain virtues and powers to the users. But they're mixing that with other ideas from the sort of magical palette, if you like, including the idea of lighting candles. And there's also another element here which is to do with text as well. So if we move on to the box itself, you can see that it comes in a pink and black box, which again I think is interesting. The colour symbolism is always fascinating. And here you can see what is within. So first of all, we have the candle. You can see it here. I wish you could smell it. It does smell really nice. And it's called an intentions candle, so that's interesting, and we'll come back to that. And embedded in the candle is indeed the rose quartz palm stone. This is a stone you're expected to hold in your hand and meditate with. And of course you have to burn the candle in order to get it out. Here you can also see the rose quartz bracelet, and again note it's got the same kind of marketing as does the Love Witch material. It's in a little pouch, it's in a little spell bag. And here is the rose quartz bracelet to go along with the rose quartz palm stone. And you want to slip this on a little bit like a friendship bracelet and meditate with it. So you know, round the beads, tell the beads. And here you can see on the little charm that hangs off the bracelet the word love. So again, it's very closely connected to the idea of the love spell from the film The Love Witch. Again, you can see the branding Gem Auras here. This is the range that this one comes from. I think this is particularly interesting. Now, here is the final item, and this is the intentions element of the set. So again, it's about love and relationships, and you can see on the front of it that quasi-magical symbol, something like the all-seeing eye, something about circles perhaps and completeness and so on. And you can see as you turn the cards over, you're supposed to recite each day a different message. So for example, I see love in everyone, therefore I see it in me. Or, what is done with love is done well. And you can see that you're supposed to go through 30 days, a whole month of activities, reading out these cards to yourself, expressing your intention of self-love, of love to others, making yourself a better person, having a better experience of the world with other people, at the same time as burning a bit of the candle and enjoying over the course of time, and this of course is the lasting element that you get with the set, your gem bracelet in its little pouch.